Shalom, Israel. This your brother Shopper coming back. Wanted to get another blessing in. Before I get started, I want to say all praises due to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Wahak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone for ruling well, teaching His honesty, teaching His word with honesty and sincerity. To the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, brothers and sisters, sincere shalom, right? So, I was sitting around today and I watched all the elders all did a show, and Elder Apostle Gabar did a show on the manna, on the manna, the milk, the word, and the sacrifice, and how serious this thing is, right? And then the brother Malcolm out of Chicago, he did a video kind of getting, adding on to what the apostle did, because the apostle said put out some scriptures, post some scriptures. So he just did a video in the spirit, right? And they had them two videos right there had me feeling good. I'm like feeling good today, right? Like, yeah, I got the word, this and this and that, feeling good about the word, right? So then this when we get to this right here, right? So I'm talking to a young brother, we online, and we talking about the kingdom, because I told you I'm not even in this world. I'm think more about the kingdom than here, man, because that's where my thoughts could get some rest at, thinking about the finish line, right? And so then you got this right here. Let's look at these titles real quick. Look at this one. Trump tell the White House agencies and everybody ignore Biden, right? Then you got this one right here. Echoing Trump congressman is refusing to concede and all of that, right? And then you go to the first one. And Biden is planning his administration or whatever, no matter what. He already done elected. He got his peoples for the COVID or whatever the case may be. For the COVID-19 thing. He got that for the COVID-19 thing, right? And so let's read a couple of scripts. So it was going to be, this still a positive message. It's still this was a good one. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, either way it go, this got to happen before we could get to the kingdom. So thinking about the kingdom and seeing stuff that's going to, help that along or moving towards that direction, that make me feel wonderful. Despite people celebrating and all that, the worse it get, the better. So let's go to Matthew 12 and 26. We're going to start with that. Matthew 12 and 26, right? And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? That sure looks like a kingdom divided. All of those articles right there definitely looks like a kingdom divided, right? Definitely, right? So let's go to the next one. We got Mark 3 and 23. This is Mark 3 and 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Word. And I only planned on, let's get one more in this one. Let's get one more. Mark 3 and 26. And if Satan rise up against himself, right? Lovely. That's why I get comfort in the words, man. Let's start over. Mark 3 and 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Right? So then we go to this one, right? I'm like, man. And I was going to do, like I said, I was going to talk about the kingdom and this and this and that, and what give me little pleasure and comfort in the word and the milk and the manna and all that. And I was like, this the same thing right here. Seeing them headlines right there, that means that the kingdom getting closer. Now, if they was up there talking about kumbaya, we gonna work it out and all this, then you gotta be like, what's going on? This is to be expected. So we go to 2nd Esdras 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, right? So, like I said, this gotta happen, man. Esau gotta get so out of control they devour each other. So now on to some positives, which, like I said, that was positives. You know, I was talking to the brother or whatever, and I was telling him, you know, man, I think more about the new kingdom than not, man. I already done got my weapon and all of that type of stuff like that or whatever the case. And you know, I want to have me a slingshot. I grew up having slingshots, you know what I'm saying? So I could rock with a slingshot. Let me get a slingshot and a rock, I hurt somebody. So yeah, so you know what I said, you know, I'm gonna use that. That's gonna be my weapon, man. You know, my weapon. I'm gonna have my slingshot when I go around the world and look for temples that need to be destroyed. Word up. Word up. I be having some wild dreams, man. Crazy, right? So we gonna go to Ezekiel 13:2. Son of man, prophesies against the prophets of Israel, and prophesies and say and say thou unto them that prophesies out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord. See, so I be trying to come on here and you know, and be honest, man. So I know sometimes I might get a little sideways or whatever the case may be, but it definitely ain't my ego. It's passion for my peoples, man. I want us to get right, man. I want us to get right, man, because I think about all of the people, like, you know, there's some people go, oh, you changed, you crazy. I seen the other brother saying, oh, you know, people don't know how to take them no more, and this and this and that. And I'm like, you know, when the word hit you and the truth hit you, because I've been looking for the truth all year long, and I've been finding the truth all year long. So once I touched the Bible and I found the truth in here, man, the truth is scary in the Bible, man. The truth is scary, man. The truth is scary, man, because the truth is scary. We going to go to 2 Timothy 2. And let's start, I'm thinking about 15. Let's start at 2 and 14. Of these things put them in remembrance, charging them that the Lord, that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. Study to show 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of the truth. See, I come out and get the truth, man. Word, I come out and get the truth. I know I'm passionate, but hey, if you ain't passionate, I think you don't really care. If you sitting back now and you don't see that a lot of your peoples could end up friends and people you've been knowing all your life or whatever the case may be, might taste the second death or whatever the case may be, if that don't put a little fire up under you, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, and I know the other brothers that have been pushing this truth for a long time or whatever the case may be, you know. And so we're gonna go to 1 Corinthians 11, and we're gonna start at 15. 1 Corinthians 11, sorry, Salakia. I be doing that with numbers. I hear when I be watching some of my other videos, I be like, that's not the verse I was reading. I called out the wrong numbers again. So Salakia, it was 1 Corinthians 11 and 25, not 15. 11 and 25, right? So here you go. After the same manner, also he took the cup when he had supped, saying, the cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. So I'm reading the word. I'm looking at scripts. I'm posting scripts online. You know what I'm saying. I'm looking at articles, and I always got this in my mind right now. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the blood, the salakia, of the body and the blood of the Lord. 11 and 28. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of the bread and drink of the cup. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming out here and I'm trying to enlighten my peoples. I'm trying to show my peoples what's up. And before I was trying to show them what the different things, what was up with government and Illuminati and the executive orders that they signed and this and that, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, that was still in the spirit right there. I just didn't realize it right there. Because I could have been doing other stuff to try to make my, to get more subscriptions and monetize my thing. It was never about that. It never was about that. It was always about my peoples first. And my peoples, Romans 9 and 4, who are the Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of Yahweh and the promises. Right? 5. Whose are the fathers, and whom as concerning the flesh Hamashiach came, who is over all, Yahweh blessed forever. So, I mean, I'm like, man, what? I don't get it. I don't get why people, and it's like, I was thinking like people rather downgrade themselves. Like I put a post up, I'm like, if you claiming you American descendants of slaves, you're an Israelite. But you'll curse me out and tell me shut the F up about saying you're an Israelite to downgrade yourself to an American descendant of a slave. Or to downgrade yourself to a queen, a black queen, a goddess. So you want to downgrade yourself to something that might make you taste death, instead of realizing that Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy Yahweh. The Lord thy Yahweh have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. It don't say Ados in there. It don't say black queens in there. It don't say trans lives matter in there. It don't black lives matter. It don't say none of that in there, man. Y'all can look for it all if y'all want to, man. It's not going to make it appear in there. And so, I'm going to say with that, man, I'm going to say y'all need to really be paying attention to what's going on. Joe Biden and Trump is going back to court. I see they he done some of the states that they say he won. They even taking them down off the board because the news was on against Trump. They ain't said nothing positive about Trump anyway. So all that Biden had to do was almost look like he won, and they was gonna call a race for him. So, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see what happens if they change the reverse decision. Well, everybody that was out there, was everybody that was out there celebrating? Are they gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna go back out there and do the reverse to celebrate? They gonna go back out there act a fool? Would that happen? I don't know, man. So yeah, let me get one more before we go. Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, I will change their glory into shame. They will, one more, let's get one more. They eat up the sin of my people and they set their heart on their iniquity. I'm telling you, man. So, I try not to go too negative with it. You know, be positive. We getting closer to the end, y'all. So, time to wake up. Time to wake up out there. And with that one, I'm going to say shalom.